2 back-to-back games, close games to lower competition, but still won. So who is really the GOAT? Like I said, I'm trying to tap into the football side, really learn and deep dives. So let's check it out.
Hello, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo.
Recuerda mi nombre, Leo Messi.
Messi versus Ronaldo, a topic that is never spoken about. Two players that always fly under the radar. Of course, I'm hoping you caught the sarcasm. People will be debating these two until their last breath.
Ronaldo.
I would go for Messi.
Ronaldo's gonna be the greatest player in the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Messi for me. Messi.
Well, first chat, you two, who do y'all think is the best? Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi. Probably Ronaldo if he stay.
Messi. So I say Ronaldo.
We will be in retirement homes arguing who was better. Sure. And we will debate with them whether Messi's 2011 Champions League run was better.
Ooh.
Why is this man? He's called a genius!
It will never end.
We talked about Messi last week, didn't we? Or 2 weeks ago, I should say. And now it's all about Cristiano Ronaldo. Those two just keep pushing each other.
Would they have been able, that's the question that I always ask myself, would they have been able to do this and keep this up, the relentlessness that they've shown without each other? If they was out on their own, no one else around, would they continue to have done this? That's the question I
I
ask.
think they probably do.
That's a good question. Will they still be improving and like getting better and better each season if they didn't have the competition of each other? That's a good thing. That's a good question.
Add to the motivation.
Yeah, 100%.
I thought the debate between these two guys would be over after December 18th, 2022. Many thought both players would retire.
No.
Yet here we are, and it looks like both men will be participating in yet another World Cup. Do you guys understand how crazy that is? And we have to keep talking about them because both players keep playing well. Even though one is 40 and the other is pushing 40, they continue to wow us.
But you cannot consider that Messi and Ronaldo, they're not at their top, they're not the player they were, but it's still very effective.
Everyone thought Ronaldo was done after the Morocco exit at the World Cup. Then he surprised everyone by being the second top goal scorer in the Euro qualifiers and leading the line for Portugal into Euro 2024. Then when Portugal lost in the Euros, people are like, okay, now CR7 is surely gonna hang up the boots, right? Nope. He came back and scored 8 goals in the Nations League, including the equalizer in the final, as he lifted another trophy for Portugal. I mean, what can you say when the 40-year-old is outscoring every other striker who's supposed to be in his prime?
Vitinha tossed in Ronaldo!
Haaland, Mbappe, Isak all got less goals than CR7 in the Nations League. Only Gyökeres had more than him. Most footballers are cooked as soon as they hit their early 30s. Many don't even make it to their mid 30s. Yet this man is still outscoring 99% of players. And it doesn't even matter if the goals aren't the prettiest. They all count the same. And if it's so easy to get them, then why isn't any other player replicating his form, especially at that age? And this time he was also scoring against the big nations like Germany and Spain. It wasn't like he got his goals against Luxembourg and Liechtenstein. He was scoring big goals in big games, even now when he has gray hairs. And at the
Soccer fans know.
Let's take a different type of longevity. I ain't gonna cap. But I didn't know the longevity of fucking soccer players were fucking only.
Haha, it's the Camel League. But the fact that a 40-year-old Ronaldo got more goals than someone like Tony, who's supposed to be in his prime, is pretty impressive. Ronaldo even scored more than Durant, a player who went to Saudi Arabia at a time where he was dominating before in the Champions League. Now, I'm not here to try and convince you that the Desert League is the best league in the world. All I'm saying is that if it was this easy, then why aren't other players putting up the same numbers as Ronaldo? You don't even have to be a Ronaldo fan to respect what he's doing. He could be laying on a beach getting fat, still being a billionaire, yet he's out here grinding, still the first in the gym and the last one out. He even won silverware with Al Nassr. I don't know why they made this trophy look like the Temu version of the World Cup, but hey, Al Nassr don't win it without CR7. The club had never been in the final of this competition before, but Ronaldo scored a brace. And he lifted his first piece of silverware in Saudi Arabia. Ronaldo's move also started a pattern. It legitimized the Saudi League, and it's not a surprise that a lot of players follow. That's not just me glazing him, by the way. The BBC themselves called it a revolution in Asian football. While Ronaldo has been doing all of that, Messi has also continued to dominate. The World Cup seemed like the perfect time for him to retire, to hang up the boots after finally winning the trophy that he desperately wanted.
Decía, como decís, seguramente mi último mundial, mi última oportunidad de conseguir ese gran sueño que tengo y que todos queremos.
But nope, a few years later, this man was lifting another Copa America with Argentina. He was still bouncing past challenges and scoring like it was 2012. Then at club level, this man brought a title to the worst team in the MLS. Yes, when Messi joined Inter Miami, they were dead last, and somehow they won the League's Cup. They were at the bottom of the MLS standings when they beat Nashville in the final. Messi scored 9 goals in his first 6 games for Miami, and each night he was putting on a masterclass. People called it Messi Mania.
Imagine Ronaldo came to MLS and maybe teamed up with him after the World Cup. Low key.
Robinson leans, Busquets over to Jordi Alba, what a touch! Messi to his right. He keeps it on his left, of course. Oh, what a ball to Kamaski! Oh! And to Messi! Messi! Would it have been any other way?
Every game there would be A-list celebrities coming just to watch him in action. Your favorite celebrity's favorite celebrity is Messi. Despite playing in the Burger King League, his jersey was still one of the highest selling jerseys in the entire world. It was the highest selling jersey in the MLS. Watching him dance past the MLS defenders was too funny. He clearly should have still been playing Champions League football.
Messi! My word, what a goal!
But he wanted to chill in Miami with his boys. Like the guy pulled up with a Ballon d'Or.
What does it take to...
Oh no, whoa.
Hello, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo.
Recuerda mi nombre, Leo Messi.
Game with 5 assists and broke the record for the most goal contributions in an MLS game with 6 in a 6-2 win over the New York Red Bull. Then he scored a brace against Columbus Crew to win the Supporters Shield. Pretty sure this is a title for being first in the league during the regular season because MLS is kind of weird and they move like the NBA, so the normal league doesn't really mean much. But considering the fact that Inter Miami were dead last before Messi joined them, any silverware they win, it's a miracle. Just to put in context how much better Messi is than everyone else, let me show you this stat. In 2 seasons, he became Inter Miami's leading goal scorer. Now the club is very new, so it's not like they have a long list of players, but it's just a reminder of how much of an alien this guy is compared to your regular footballers. He was named the MVP of the league, and the next season he became the fastest person to reach 40 league goals. But I think what's even more impressive than all of that is what he did for Inter Miami in the Club World Cup. You see, Messi had a streak, 23 years of never getting grouped. Yes, despite some of the shocking Barca teams he played with and the Argentina national team, he was never ever eliminated in the group stage of any tournament. It's a team sport, so that's an insane record. I mean, even Ronaldo got grouped in the Champions League in 2006 while being on a dominant United team. In 2014, he got grouped with Portugal, losing out on the second spot to the US by goal difference. So it's not easy. It's not always a guarantee that you make it out of the groups. Having said that record for Messi looked to be coming to an end at the Club World Cup. How were Inter Miami gonna get a win, let alone get out of the group? Their form in the MLS was horrible. They had Timo Marcelo at the back, a Suarez without knees, and Mascherano, who just isn't a good coach. But then Messi did this against Porto in the second round.
Messi! Yes, the best in the world. 2-1.
I mean, wow. Of course this guy still gets talked about even when he's in the United States. How many current players are scoring a free kick like this? Towards the back end of his career, free kicks turned into penalties for Messi.
He's scored more free kicks than penalties since 2018.
Wow.
37 years old, banging those free kicks in.
Man, incredible.
So in a summer that was supposed to be about the new generation, Ronaldo and Messi became the talking points again. Ronaldo lifted silverware in a match that everyone thought would be Yamal's night, and Messi rolled back the years by scoring a free kick that helped his team make it out of the groups. Add in the Suarez goal against Palmeiras, and I thought I was back in 2016 again. It's a shame that Inter Miami blows more leads than Bonnie Blue, because had they kept their 2-goal lead against Palmeiras, they would have avoided PSG in the knockouts. Regardless, the fact that they made it out of the group stage is impressive on its own. But as you see, no matter where we go in football, Messi versus Ronaldo will always be there. These guys are too good, too hungry. Ronaldo is still itching to lift a World Cup and to hit the 1,000 goal mark.
I wanted to reach 1,000 goals, and I want that. For me, it's the best mark that I can have in football.
It's why he signed.
Oh, so he's playing with his team until 2027 with his club, or he's not getting the World Cup. I don't know.
A contract extension with Al Nassr, and he's still putting in so much effort. Even with 5 Ballon d'Ors and 5 Champions Leagues, he wants more. You cannot coach hunger like this. You either have it or you don't. And the gray ones, they have it. Messi is no different, by the way. Don't be fooled by his humility and quietness. You don't become the most decorated footballer ever by not being hungry to win. He was pissed when Inter Miami blew a 2-goal lead against Palmeiras. I've seen him track back in matches, get into fights. In fact, Messi stands on business way more now that he's older. He completely bodied James Rodriguez when Argentina played Colombia. This is how these two not only reached the top, but remained there for decades. We will never see this sort of longevity again. In fact, I think the one time that all Messi fans and all Ronaldo fans should come together is when people push the stupid narrative that Ronaldo is a product of hard work and Messi is a product of talent. People always think they cooked when they say this nonsense, but it's actually disrespectful to both of them. The statement implies that Ronaldo is Portuguese Adama Traore. They act like he was some normal player who went into the weight room and became good. It couldn't be further from the truth. Ronaldo was seen as a generational talent as soon as he stepped onto a footballing pitch. It took just one match against United when he was at Sporting for him to be recruited by the best manager in the world. Back when Ronaldo had less muscle than Sabrina Carpenter, he was already seen as the biggest talent in the world. So yes, he worked extremely hard to put on muscle, to get faster and better, but his foundation was already at a level higher than 99.9% of footballers. You don't just win 5 Ballon d'Ors off pure hard work. You have to be incredibly talented. Then for Messi, imagine thinking he didn't work hard. Talent without hard work looks like Eden Hazard. Superbly talented player, but he didn't take care of his body, so his peak didn't last as long as it should have. Messi though worked unbelievably hard to remain at the top. Yes, there was a period in 2012 where he was a bit chunky, and according to Pep, he had to tell him to stop eating pizzas and drinking pop. But you don't win 8 Ballon d'Ors off pure talent alone. You don't dominate world football for over a decade without hard work. Messi still hits the gym, he still takes care of his body. You need both talent and hard work to stay at the top. Both of them. One doesn't work without the other.
We all have talent, but talent without the work, it's nothing.
Rasmus.
I did see that quote somewhere before about Messi Ronaldo, saying Messi is just talented, but Ronaldo is like he's a hard worker. So that's where he got where he is. But I don't know. Talent without hard work is nothing. So
Højlund could work even harder than Ronaldo, yet he will never ever be close to him because he lacks the talent. The same way that Yamal can never be like Messi unless he works as hard as Messi did. So the argument in general, in my personal opinion, is a whole lot of nonsense that does nothing but disrespect both players. Then on top of talent and hard work, you have to be adaptable. As we have seen, both Ronaldo and Messi have changed their style of play over the years. With Ronaldo, the change in style is more obvious. He came to United as this flashy winger that was more interested in embarrassing his opponents and entertaining the fans than being direct. Then after a few years with the United players and Sir Alex Ferguson, he realized that if he wanted to get to the next level, he had to increase his output. So from 2006 to 2009, he remained this flashy winger, but now he was scoring goals. He was unbelievable. He would beat his man and then put a top.
I'm gonna let you know a little something. There's a
that nigga almost got 1,000 goals. That's crazy. He gotta get that. How much he got right now, Chad?
9 minutes. That's all it's taken. It's a shame that newer fans think he's a poacher and a tap-in merchant, but look what he was doing to people. He also began to develop his aerial game, so now he was a threat off crosses. It was a complete transformation. This skinny winger was now the most well-rounded attacker in world football. Then, in my opinion, from 2010 to 2015, we saw the very best version of Ronaldo. Those early years at Madrid, he had the dribbling ability of his United days, but now he was scoring at an alien-like level. The combo was frightening, and the numbers spoke for themselves. Look at what he did to Sweden in the World Cup qualifiers.
They're one step closer to Brazil. The chance for Ronaldo again. Hat-trick. He has written his name all over.
I seen one clip of Messi. I mean, Ronaldo scoring like a 40-yard fucking shot. Like he was like far back, like midfield, damn near. That shit was crazy.
Tie, and there is no doubt now. He's paved their path to Rio.
What he was doing to teams in the Champions League. He would hit you with 3 stepovers, then boom, the ball was in the back of the net. Then somebody would whip in a cross, and then you would see Ronaldo fly in just dunking on everyone. Like look at this goal in the Copa del Rey.
Follow that. Great cross, header, goal! Cristiano Ronaldo! A magnificent header! Real Madrid with a breakthrough!
As the years went by though, he learned to be more and more direct. less dribbling, less need for flashy moves. He became a pure scorer. People say it's because of his knee injury, but I think he just realized he could score even more if he became more direct. I mean, how was he still able to run faster than everyone else and jump higher than everyone else if it was a knee issue? Knees don't just impact your dribbling. It was the right decision, by the way, as his change in style helped Madrid win 3 Champions Leagues in a row, and he won the Euros with Portugal. So by being more direct, it led to more winning. At Juventus, he actually went back a little bit, became more of a dribbler, but naturally as he has aged, he has transformed into a pure 9. He's still a threat in the air, he still has excellent positioning. All those easy tap-ins are because he was always in the right area. He was like the worst player to hate watch, because one moment you would be laughing at him because he hasn't done anything, then boom, the final whistle goes off and he had a hat trick. Sometimes it would be a late run into the box. Other times he would just bang it in from distant. Left foot, right foot, header. The amount of tools he has in his locker is insane. You just don't see that from players anymore. Like, look at Mbappe. He's got the pace and the dribbling, but he can't head the ball. Now, Ronaldo's transformation over the years is always talked about, but Messi's transformation really goes under the radar. Maybe it's because his change in style was very subtle, but there was a big change. In the beginning of his career, he was this rapid right winger who just bounced off tackle. You couldn't get near him. But then when Pep came, he transformed his role completely. Messi remained the speed demon who could dribble past 5 guys in a row, and you still couldn't tackle him. But now he was more central in a false 9. He had more freedom, so he roamed everywhere. As a result, his goals went up.
It's 2-0. It's Messi. And Puyol steals it.
2010 to 2013 is, in my opinion, the very best version of Messi. Those years under Pep, he was a freak. I mean, the guy scored 91 goals in a calendar year. Well,
91 goals in 1 year is crazy. Is that a record? Gotta be.
Dropping into midfield to receive the ball. He would be surrounded by 6 dudes, then he would dribble by all of them. Now, as the years went by, his role changed again. With MSN, he went back to being a right winger. Still, he had the freedom to roam, but obviously he had to stay more on the right side. Thankfully, it gave us one of his best goals ever.
He's still going. Look at this, Kevin. It's a brilliant run from Messi. Did he go all the way? It's one of the great Copa del Rey final goals.
Then, as his supporting cast got worse and worse, he had to do more and more. The first thing that really improved over the years was his passing. He always had great vision and was a fantastic playmaker, but now his range of passing was bigger. He could ping balls from anywhere. It became a necessity because he had to drop deep to make things happen. That's what happens when your supporting cast is a washed Vidal and Kevin Prince Boateng. Messi had to go to center back to get the ball, then play himself into midfield because there was no midfield, and then carry the ball again in the attack. So I understand why some people think the 2019 to 2021 version of Messi might be the best, because he had to do more than ever. I mean, that 2019 Barca team had no business ever being on courts for a treble, but they did because of one man. Then of course Messi's free kicks got better later in his career. Look at what MLS teams were doing because they realized a Messi free kick is basically a pen. So you see, both Messi and Ronaldo are alien. No matter which one you like, you can't deny that. We have never seen this much quality for so long. The two individually might be bigger than the sport. They are worshipped like they are religions, and you can continue worshipping them by picking up either an Al Nassr or Inter Miami jersey. Just use code GOAT for a discount. Each player has a fan base behind them that would die for the cause. It's actually very scary how tribalistic we as fans are. We will defend these guys till our last breath. I don't know what we will do when they do eventually hang up the boots. They have done a great job in beating Father Time, but he's inevitable. At one point, both will be gone and a void will be left that will be impossible to fill. Mbappe and Yamal are not going to be able to replace this. I mean, Yamal had one good season and he was already hanging out with porn stars, while Messi was still getting man of the match awards at 37. Ronaldo might be Mbappe's idol, but Mbappe will never have the same complete all-around game that CR7 had. It's pointless. The two men put the standards too high. They made scoring a hat-trick seem easy. They made 40-goal seasons look average. Before, a striker getting 20 goals in a season was seen as remarkable. Now it looks like a down year. They left La Liga, and I was seeing people win the Pichichi with 19 goals. Back in the day, the two of them would have 19 goals just 10 weeks in. In the words of Andy Bernard from The Office,
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Because the 2010s were peak football. Madrid versus Barca. Ronaldo versus Messi. Pure entertainment, guaranteed twice a year. They pushed each other to the limit, putting up numbers that would be crazy in a video game, let alone real life. The debate around them won't ever end. Whatever side you have chosen by now is where you stand. I'm not here to change your mind. I think it's pretty clear if you know me which player I prefer. But the reality is that these guys transformed the sport completely, and we were able to see that in real time. Now the two of them have dominated for so long that they have a long list of victims. To see the victims of CR7 and Messi,
who y'all think the GOAT is, and will there ever be another Messi or Ronaldo?